Hello, everybody. It's Sandra Pelly, the Sandini, the Inner Dragon Emissary, as well as the Galactic Shaman. I have a beautiful soul here, Dashka Garretson, and I've known her for quite some time, actually. I'm hard pressed to put a year on it, but I'm guessing probably at least 5 years I've known you, and it's just been a really magical experience because we've been in the same circles together. And just really watching your growth has been such a beautiful thing to witness. I just want to let everybody know that Dashka is an intuitive healer and a registered nurse, and she's been blending science and soul to help you personally reclaim your joy, vitality, and true self. And that has been one of the things that I've really marveled at watching you do is, to me, you're very much like Charlie Goldsmith. And you may not know that name, but there are definitely people in my audience who do know that name. And he is very much, I'm going to say he's a woo guy. However, he's really been working with the science field, that logistical brain type of side to bring the energy type of work into mainstream. And you're actually practically doing that. And when I say practically, I don't mean almost doing it. I mean you're putting it to practical use in your field. And I love that. I really, really love that. So this is Dashka. I want to say hi.
Thanks for having me. Wonderful.
Right on. Short and
Yeah.
sweet, eh?
Yeah.
So I've got a couple questions I'd love to ask you. So I'm going to spin the wheel. Hang on a second. I'll share my screen so you can actually watch the wheel spin. We've been having a lot of fun with this. Ooh. So Dashka, what's a song that never fails to move you and why?
You and Me Together, Dave Matthews. Yeah. Um, is the bond of, well, you and me, right? You could apply it to any relationship, but it's that duo, that combo, the two together, the duality, but also the combination of like having someone there with you to support you 100% and you're doing the same in return for them and how you can do anything together. It's, yeah, that's magical for me.
I have to go listen to that now because I can feel the power of it. And I can see that on so many levels, like you said, like I could see how even it's you and me, like when I was started to do my inner child work and really start to care about myself, I can really feel the energy of what that song would mean if it was something that came up while I was doing that inner child work. Wow.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right on. Next question. Hmm. What's the most magical place your feet have taken you?
I'm gonna go Oregon Coast on the beach. Yeah. It's definitely my happy place. With my toes in the sand, walking the beach. Um, where I have a lot of childhood memories, fond memories of being there, but also just the visceral feeling of being on the ocean with sand is is amazing to me. So yeah, definitely the ocean with the waves of the water and the ions of the breeze of the ocean and just reset and recenter for sure.
I love
Yeah.
that. I imagine there are definitely a few people out here who will totally feel the energy of that. For those of you who are watching this on YouTube or elsewhere, feel free to write in your comments about what your favorite place is, that magical place that really feeds your soul as well. Okay, next question. We're just flying through these. Wow, I love this. When do you feel like a bridge between worlds?
Bringing down like the celestial like how universal energy, right? The unseen realm. I mean, definitely when I'm doing my work, I'm connecting the spirit world with the physical body or the person, but also blending that, I don't know, so many ways. I feel like that bridge for sure, and bringing the subconscious to the consciousness. I think 90% of our healing happens then. So tapping into that subconscious of the spirit realm and your intuition and guides, and also source energy, universal energy, um, the planets, the galaxies, the wisdom of the universe, and bringing it all channeled down into the body. And then your body divinely knows exactly where to spread that energy. So it's, um, yeah, the science and the soul, and how the mind, I'm helping the mind to understand what it's not actually capable of. Like the mind's never going to be able to problem solve our health issues. It's not something you're going to do a mathematical equation to tell your body exactly how to heal, because it divinely knows, right? So it's letting that almost like serenade and come over you to allow it. And when you have conscious awareness of what is troubling you, you have a choice, right? And so bridging that, making a new choice, I help people to identify where their subconscious lies and what it's saying, and then identifying where it's showing up in the body and how to like dissolve that and dissipate it so that your body can naturally heal itself, and then the pain dissipates.
Wow.
Yeah.
My hair is
Yeah.
standing up on my arms. That felt like, oh my gosh, that felt like angels singing to me. Like there was so much power in what you just said there. And this, for you, I love this because it's such a simple thing for you to do and to bring
Mhm.
this in to facilitate this for other people. Wow. Wow. Really powerful.
Yeah. 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 It really is. It's moving from stuck, where people are stuck in any aspect of their life, to clarity and purity and cleanliness and clear. So it's like effervescent, like those bubbles can just like rise to the top and then dissolve whatever needs to get unclogged and stuck. So then everything's flowing and moving and free to move within your system, and your energy is yours, and outside of you is not yours, right? Yours is clean, crisp, pure, clean, clear, bright, bold, beautiful. Right. So we're energizing your own individual energy to flow and move exactly what's right for each individual person. And that's how we heal. Yeah. So it's just setting it up into alignment so that people can get unstuck and then live in vitality and health and optimal daily living of what they want to do.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, it's obviously it's been a while since I've heard you speak, and the way you're connecting in with the energy right now, it's very, very expansive, and I can feel
Hmm.
so much alignment in like your ease of speaking it. I can feel the ease of experiencing it. Like I'm literally sitting here experiencing what you're saying. And that's a beautiful gift that you have. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for being open to allowing it. It's really not having our guard up and being open and directing our energy centers to be open to receive, so that that can flow through and nourish us without resistance or blocking it away.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, because when we're open, it'll flow through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite story around this?
Can you be more specific?
Um, do you have
Like,
like obviously you got to this point. You it's like me with the inner dragon stuff and the inner child stuff. Like my growth going through the inner child stuff was really interesting to watch. When inner dragon came on, I had to learn and figure it out, and it was something that was really like unknown. The what you're speaking of, on one hand, is really so unknown to me, yet I can really feel the energy of it. And
mhm.
there are probably either clients or yourself who you've worked with that you've had a, oh, okay, kind of moment. It's like I remember for myself being having a client on the table, and my arms out, like doing energy work with this person, right? And I literally, I had my eyes closed. I was really in the zone of it. And I literally could feel like I had these light arms, like they were light,
Mhm.
right? And I actually cracked my eyes open to see the light, except that I could only see the light when my eyes were closed, right? And it put me into this whole deeper understanding of the being, the entity, I guess, if you will, of the
Mhm.
overlighting diva of healing. And it was
Mhm.
because of that that I started to recognize just how the energy was moving through me or with me and what have you. So that was that profound moment. So what was that profound moment for you where things kind of clicked for you and you started to see things in a different way, I guess? I know that's a big, broad question.
Is when my surgeons came in, my spiritual surgeons. Yeah. And I was with a client and over her okay, so you rake above their head to below their feet, just super slow, almost like Edward Scissorhand fingers, like really long, 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 energetic, imaginary long fingers, right? And you're raking through their field above their body, not touching them, but like above in their field, right? In your biofield around the body. And I was just raking over and got to the point of congestion where her energy was stuck and my hands are just solid, like could not move. Right. So we're stuck there. I'm like, all right, so here we are. Like, and I had had that experience prior where that's a stuck point or congestion's there. So we're going to hold this spot longer. Right. And then holding it took to a whole new level where mm, my surgeons dropped in, my guys, and they mm, were like, exactly. I was the conduit, the vessel. They're doing the work, right? So my hands are still, and then my fingers are doing what they need to do for as long as they need to do. And I consciously, like Dashka was like, we should move on and keep going and no, my hands are not moving, like they're stuck here. So we're holding and fingers are doing their job for as long as it took. And I just started crying, like absolutely. Because at that point, I didn't know yet how to really move myself out of the way enough to allow them to come without me. Right now, it's channeling them. Um, so they're doing their work, and I was just like, wow, I'm worthy of having them come to me and to be able to do the repair necessary to work that this client needs in this part of her body at this time, right? And just held that until the slight movement of the finger stopped, the tingling in the hand dissipated, and then it could continue to rake. And I was just like floored after. I mean, during session, I started crying afterwards. I was just like, wow. And then I had to go have my own moment with them after the session to be like, wow, that was profound and capable or possibilities of what can be done on the fifth. So the fifth layer of our biofield is our divine blueprint. It's exactly what is optimal for your health for you at this time. So being able to align that for somebody, I don't know if manipulate is the right because we're not manipulating, but the surgeons are doing exactly what they need to do and then connecting to them to be like, wow, you chose me and I can connect with you. And they're a part of my team, my divine team that I work with that works with me to facilitate healing for others. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I will never forget that.
I'm so glad I asked the question. I'm so glad I
Yeah.
asked that question. I did not realize that. And I've had my own type of experience, nowhere near as profound as that, but feeling like energetic surgery being done with my fingers. Like there was
It's
ting.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And the intricacy of it, right? Because they're doing exactly like what a physical surgeon would be doing,
Yeah.
right? Just on that etheric level.
Yeah. And I imagine your background in the nursing, because you know anatomy, just like myself, I've been multiple different things in the medical field, not a nurse per se. I've been a practical nurse. I've been a candy striper, which was nothing. I've been an emergency medical responder, a CPR instructor, those type of things. So obviously anatomy has been a big part of my life, as well as intimately wanting to know my body because of the injuries I've had. And I find it really
Yeah.
fascinating then when somebody comes to me with an injury that I can actually energetically um, recognize the part when I go into the energy of their body, and then
Hmm.
actually be able to look up what that body part is so that I can work on it in an entirely enhanced manner, I guess I would like to say, right? Yeah, it's really, I imagine, like I said, that your nursing background and medical background has a big, big part of this too, right?
Yeah, yeah, and it's the anatomy. It's not just saying there's a weird thing on your left side, right? There's like specific body parts or ducts or glands or what have you. And then there's also the physiology of like what is its optimal form? How should it be performing? Where is it functioning? Where should it be functioning? And then I look at the energetic level of it, like not in a scale of like physical function, but in a scale of energetic vitality of that specific body part and rising that. So then when that gets risen, then the blood flow comes in. When blood flow comes in, your body knows exactly what to do, right? Your red blood cells bring in the oxygen, your white blood cells take out the waste products, and your body knows exactly how much nutrients and hormones or whatever it needs, right? So it's feeding that for its physical function and the vitality of what it needs. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Um,
ultimately.
I know I totally took you off on a tangent, so let's swing back around to the last question. Having said that, you guys can already tell that when Dashka speaks at the All About Woo Summit, you're going to want to be there. So let me bring up the last question for you, Dashka. Ooh. If your life were a book, what's the current chapter title?
Wow. Acceptance. Yeah. Um, so much is out of my control, right? And allowing, I guess, allowance and acceptance, right? Allowing what is to be, and making it work and flow. Like things are just clicking into place. Like everything's lining up because I'm not overbearing or perfectionism or any of that control. It's more of accepting and allowing and being like, "Ooh, look at that. Oh, I can make all these things line up and be exactly work out in the best for me and my family and my loved ones." Yeah.
Wow.
Because
Wow.
there's a
Yeah.
lot of transition and a lot of things are changing and a lot is unpredictable or unstable or unknown, and I'm accepting of that and allowing of that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I can totally agree with that on so many levels, and I've mentioned that to a couple of these other conversations through this. I am just, I sit here because you're probably one of the few people who actually has known me for as long as you've known me through my spiritual growth. And to sit here
Yeah.
with you and see how far you and I have come from those questioning everything and possibly so much self-doubt to where we are now. It's just so
Oh,
beautiful.
so true, women. Like, absolutely. Yeah. And we were so questioning and like how do you question or what questions do you ask?
Yeah,
Right? To like, yeah, beautiful transformation of growth and independence.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. And
yeah.
power, right? We've taken our power back.
Big time,
Yeah.
big time. Thank you so much for taking part in this part of it. I just love getting to know more and more about you. It truly is a pleasure. Thank you, Dashka.
You as well. Thank you so much.
So catch us, Dashka and myself, and the other storytellers and wisdom keepers at the All About Woo Summit on September 2nd through 4th. Thank you.
Thank you.